Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kansas Speedway, the site of tonight's Sim Racing Points Truck Series race here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Freddie Hanna. Beside me in the booth tonight, Richie Coy. And Richie, we are playoff racing here tonight at Kansas. Should be a lot of fun. These guys are going to use every bit of this track around this 1.5 mile Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, and we're doing it under the lights tonight here at Kansas, so that's going to be fun to watch. We got to watch practice. There was a sun setting over the track, and it was a huge glare. So now that that's gone down, they've turned the lights on, and should be fun to watch these trucks underneath the lights tonight.
Absolutely. As I get my screen the right size. A little last minute adjustments here. But we are looking forward to a great night of racing here at Kansas for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see what these guys can do under the lights here. We're doing 134 laps here tonight as I throw up our race analysis. If I can pull that up, there it is. 1.5 mile D-shaped oval here. Like I said, 134 laps. Our stage at lap 40. These guys are going to be all out and trying to get to that stage break so that they can get those stage points, which can be critical. Not only for the playoffs, but for the season standings.
Yep, every single point's going to count. So those guys in the playoff hunt is definitely going to want to get as many playoff points you want, because every point is going to count as we get down here through the playoffs.
Don't know why my screen was the wrong size once again, but we will get that set up. There we go. And, yeah, for sure, these guys are going to be working hard tonight to try to get those playoff points. Let's look at the playoff standings here coming into Kansas Speedway for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. And there it is. Nicholas Moreau comes in locked in tonight after winning last week. So he's not got anything to worry about. We talked about him coming out here and cruising, but you know he's not going to be cruising. He's going to be going for that win, as always. Brendan Polt right there with J.P. Burns, Wyatt Huntley. Those guys in good shape, as well as Jonathan Atkins. But from there on back, I would be a little honestly, if I'm not locked in, I'm concerned anyway because it's only 30-something points. But all these guys are kind of be a little on edge trying to get above that cutoff line. I know we talked to Michael Blackner. He's working hard trying to get above the cutoff line. You got Wayne Grassi, Corey Atkins, and TJ Bartell all trying to get up. And TJ and Corey, they're in kind of dire straits, 20-plus points back.
Yeah, and of course you have the if one of those guys below the cut line wins, you're not safe. So Dave Nestor's 3 points 3 points above the cut line, safe right now, but that can go away quickly if one of those four underneath the cut line win tonight.
Yeah, he looked quick in practice, so we'll see if Dave can capitalize here tonight for sure. Looking at the season standings, though, as we transition here, 4 races in, 10 races. There's 6 to go here for their 10-race total. And Justin Gann looking good for the season championship. Not a playoff driver, but he's definitely looking strong out there in the season points. And this has got to be what he's focused on, along with some of these other guys that aren't in the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's had a great season so far. I don't think he's finished outside of the top 3 or 4 all season long. He's got himself a win. He keeps doing that. He'll be able to maybe capitalize on the season championship.
Yeah, Casey having a good run. Noah Nicholson back there as well. A lot of Shad Curran too. So we'll see what those guys can do as we are starting to get our trucks gridded here on the on the pit road. I'm sure you're going to step down and take care of some clerical duties as we look at the schedule. We're going to get ready for the starting lineup here for the Kansas 200, the Sim Racing Points Truck Series, here in action tonight on Full Throttle Television. Starting on pole, making his return in the number 88, that is James Morris in his Toyota. He will start from P1. To the outside is another Toyota. That is the 03, Ben Tracy, starting on the front row. Starting P3, the number 71, that is James Polt, starting from third. And fourth is going to be the guy we were talking about, the only one locked into the playoffs right now, the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. Starting P5, the 10, that is Ryan Chapman. And to his outside, the 02, Wyatt Huntley, will start from row 3. Starting P7, the number 21, that is Andrew Littlefield in a Toyota. And the 8th spot, the 8th starting spot will go to the number 27 of Clark Ginnikin. Starting 9th is the number 99. That's a bunch of 9s there. J.P. Burns will start from 9th position, and 10th will go to the 77 of Noah Nicholson. 11th spot, the guy on fire in the C season so far, the 30 of Justin Gann. And 12th is going to go to the 57 of Jonathan Atkins. 13th is going to go to John McMillan. And 14th is going to go to the 44 Barry Kramer. 15th spot for Corey Atkins in the number 1. And starting beside him in the number 42, that is Kyle Milliken.
Dave Nestor will roll off in P17 with Wyatt Winterfeld on his outside in 18th. Marty Roberts in the 55 will roll off 19th with Robert Malikian to his outside in the 20. In 20th in the 16. Aaron Satcher in the 33 rolls off 21st with Brendan Elder to his outside. Lewis Meglin rolls off 23rd with Donnie Batiste in 24th. Newcomer to the field tonight, Derek Catt will roll off 25th. Cameron Albertson 26th. Shad Curran 27th. Michael Blackner 28th. Wayne Garassi 29th. Joshua O'Connor 30th. Justin Diltz 31st. Tony Solari 32nd. And then Casey McMillan and Tanner Tomasi round out our field.
Yeah, we got a couple playoff drivers starting tail end of the field there, or towards the tail end at least. Casey McMullen and Wayne Grassi will see if they can make their way up through the field. You got some at the top too, as well as Brennan Polk starting P3, looking good so far, getting a good starting spot with Nicholas Moreau on his outside. Looking forward to a great race tonight again. Just a reminder, stage at lap 40, racing to lap 134, 200 miles, 134 laps here tonight for the Kansas Speedway. As they come through 3 and 4, we're going to see the pace car duck to pit road. As it does, we're coming to the green flag, into the starting zone. James Morris leading them down, Ben Tracy on his outside. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Kansas.
Great 2x2 start by everybody. James Morris does roll out to by himself going into 1, but there's a battle all the way back, 2x2x2, all the way back through the field.
As they come off turn 2 and kind of fan out, looking for a little racing room. 1, 2, and now still side by side for third spot. A little bit of, almost looked like a little bit of contact between the 71 and the 03.
It looks like the 03 might have got up in the wall there, but they are, well, let's say they're 3 wide down the front stretch now.
3 wide for about 4th position there as the 03 kind of backs out and relinquishes that spot.
And I'm happy this week that we have just the 21 this week. We don't have a 2153. So glad to see he's got a 21 in the car. As Ryan Chapman is looking for the lead going into 3.
Ryan Chapman to the bottom. It is a gaggle up front right here for about 4th on back, but battle for the lead. The 10 of Chapman underneath the 88 of James Morris as they race side by side. Ryan taking the short way around on the front stretch.
And they're 3 wide behind him, so there's action everywhere as Ryan is looking to the inside. He might actually get the lead coming off the 2 here, and does.
Trying to find a good angle to kind of see all this, but Chapman does take over the lead over James Morris. That's brought Brennan Polk into the mix here, right on the back bumper of the 88.
Still 3 wide back there with Ben Tracy and Justin Gann, and I can't see who's on the bottom. JP Burns.
Yeah, great racing here already early on here at Kansas Speedway. 3 wide. They're using, like I said, they're using all 3 lanes. There's probably 4 lanes, but 3 of them anyway. The 02 on the bottom, Wyatt Huntley. You got Ben Tracy in the middle and Justin Gann on the top.
Yeah, it looks like Justin's trying to make up for not the greatest of qualifying efforts as he's just rolling the outside here as he now is up alongside the 21 and looking to maybe go up alongside Nick down the front stretch here.
Yeah, he pulls up on the outside, making that outside work early on here. Just got to worry about those tires and taking care of the tires. I tell you, we ran the Xfinity car here yesterday. We certainly didn't see the multi-group racing we're seeing tonight. He's making that top side work as he does pull to the outside of the 15.
Yeah, we didn't get the and strangely enough, the Xfinity car is a second slower than the trucks are here, so they get a lot more on throttle time with the truck. So it is kind of cool to see this outside go as now the 30 is still rolling the outside, making his way to the front.
Still some great racing even through the field. You got they're almost going 3 wide. Andrew Littlefield looking to the bottom here. The other 2 on the bottom as well, but they're still side by side all the way through the field here. Some great racing early on.
Yeah, and I'm just looking through this field, and it's such a stacked field. Because I know eventually you're going to ask me who I'm going to pick for tonight, but it's such a hard pick. We have such good drivers that are any one of them can win tonight. Is Justin Gann is now actually pulled up to alongside second. Oh,
caution.
Ben Tracy in the wall.
Ben Tracy around on the front stretch. Caution is out. Have to go back and see if we can see what happened.
See if we can see.
Yeah, see if we can, open our eyes and see if we can see. All right, let's go back and see what happened to Ben Tracy here. Our best one tired Auto Care instant replay coming out of turn 4. Contact with the truck moving up off the apron. I think that's the 40. Is that the 42?
Yeah, it looked like Kyle. Yeah, Kyle Milken. It looks like, so this is an issue we have at a track like this where people run the apron instead of the racetrack. And sometimes guys won't go down to the apron, and guys on the outside think that they do go down to the apron, and that's kind of what happens.
Well, I think he even had a truck low. I think 77 of Nicholson maybe there. Some truck.
Yeah, Noah Nicholson.
Was actually below him, so he couldn't really go any. He went to apron, I guess, but he had a truck looking underneath him, so there's really not much he could have done there. Oh, almost some air there for the 03. Let's ride on board with Ben Tracy. Could be a wild ride a little bit here. You'll see him get some air. Good touch right there. He goes around a little bit up in the air, but keeps it planted into the wall though. That's a lot of damage for the 03.
Yeah, he's missing a front fender, but they'll get some bearer bond on that thing, get it back out on the racetrack. He'll be able to finish this thing.
Your leader right now, Ryan Chapman. He took the point away from James Morris. Justin Gann on the charge, though, up to third spot, up 8 positions from where he started. And he's looking kind of hungry here tonight. He'd be a good pick. But, yeah, Rich, I'm going to ask you. Go ahead and pick out one driver that you think is going to perform well tonight.
One driver?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I will pick out one driver I don't want to have a good night, and that's the pace car. I don't want to see the pace car a lot tonight. We've had a run of watching him the last couple broadcasts, so I'm hoping that the pace car has a really bad night tonight and has to sit on pit road for a long, long time.
Well, you're picking the bad side. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, but you know what happens though when we pick guys, they have bad nights. So now you're picking the pace car. We're going to see more of it now. That's wonderful. Thanks.
Well, no, he's going to have a bad night. He's going to be stuck in the pits the whole night.
We pick good drivers and they have bad nights. So if we pick who we want to have a bad night, anyway, I don't know. Hopefully that works out. There's a lot of strong guys out there. I know looking in chat, we got somebody pulling for
Winterfeld, yeah.
First top 10 tonight. Could very well be. He is currently running in 13th, not far from it. Up 5 positions too. Looks like he has a strong truck.
I mean, you got guys. You got Ryan Chapman out there. He's got 3 wins on the season, so he's going to be strong. You got James Morris. He's strong in week in and out, and he's part of the Nicholas Moreau team. Justin Gann is the points leader. Has just driven up from 11th. So Brendan Polk, Nicholas Moreau, Andrew Litterfield's been tough since he's got here in the C season. Wyatt Huntley, J.P. Burns. I mean, we're back to the back of the top 10, and these are all guys that can win on any given night.
Yeah, you got Atkins, who's been strong. You got Noah Nicholson there, who's been really strong as well. I mean, any of these guys, even Kyle Milliken, this is one of those tracks he's going to perform well at because he can use all of it. He's one of the first ones to find what lane he can use, how far out can he push it, and where can he go. And this is one of those tracks where you can definitely do it. And even farther back, you've got Corey Atkins, Brandon Eld. I mean, I could go on and I could list everybody pretty much. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I will go on. I'll go on the record as saying is that who I think is going to win tonight is on the track right now.
Hey, that's a good pick. Let me make sure Ben's on the track right quick. All right, yeah, that works. I'm actually gonna go with the 16 Robert Malikian. I feel like this track fits him, and he's not running too well right now in 18th. But this is one of those tracks I think he performs well at. So we'll see as we go on here. As we finish up lap 10, we're gonna get a restart here. Ryan Chapman brings him down. James Morris on the front row, but a hungry Justin Gann and Brendan Polk behind him. Green flag is out, and we are racing.
Great start by Chapman and Justin Gann, as Justin Gann probably will clear, and clears James Morris, so top 2 out front.
Gann using that top line early on. We'll see if he goes back to that or if he sticks around the bottom. I think the fast way around starting through turns 1 and 2 is right on the bottom, but he's going to venture up now as Chapman pulls down to kind of break the draft.
And then we got teammates behind him as Justin Gann is trying to roll the outside here out of 4.
Here he is to the outside of the 10. He has got a really quick truck here tonight.
Well, does he have the truck for the long run? I mean, he's definitely been quick here on the short run. Can he get this pass done on the outside? And will he have tires left at the end towards the stage?
2 by 2 as they head through 1 and 2. Just a pace lap all over again as they come out of turn 2. Justin Gann inching ahead. Looks like he's going to take the lead as they head into 3. Now the 88 following him up there.
Yeah, the high side seems to be rolling pretty good right now. And even last night in the Xfinity Series, the outside rolled really well on the restarts. I don't know how long it's going to last, if they can get some momentum up on the bottom here, as Ryan has now moved back underneath the 30 for the battle for the lead.
The battle is on for the top spot. Through 1 and 2, down the backstretch, side by side, door to door. Just trying to get the advantage as they head off into 3.
Yeah, right now I don't see an advantage between the two of them. They're just neck and neck. Although Ryan does kind of move out a little bit here, going down the front stretch.
Really strong there. On the bottom, on the top. Love to see the options these guys have. It's going to create a lot of good racing as we go throughout the night. But you got to wonder too, Richie, you know how these things do. Are you going to get tight down there? Are you going to get loose on the bottom? Are you going to have to move up? You know, all these guys are going to figure that out. If they haven't figured it out in practice, you're going to learn a lot here in this first 40 laps.
Well, I haven't figured anything out yet, but I tell you who's actually kind of figuring stuff out is that 42 Kyle Milliken. He's up to 9th spot from a 16th place starting spot as he is rolling the outside around Andrew Littlefield.
Yeah, what did I tell you? He's one of the ones. I mean, we saw Justin Gann doing it. We see the 42 doing it as well. That contact. Ooh. If he sticks around, that contact with Ben Tracy doesn't look like it's affected him too much, as now Jonathan Atkins jumps to the top.
Yeah, we got Brendan Polt has dropped a pop to the outside of his teammate in the 88, as now we're 2 by 2 by 2 as Jonathan Atkins now pulls up alongside of Nicholas Moreau. So we are certainly looking like the pace lap here.
2 by 2. Are they headed to Noah's Ark?
2 by 2 by 2. Oh, Nick, no, Nick. Nicholas Moreau and Justin Atkins get together going into 3 there.
Somebody else checks up at the top. Is that silver car? That's Brandon Elder?
Brandon Elder. Ooh! Oh man, I was just watching a replay of the 77 and Barry Kramer trying to avoid that and almost causing a big wreck. It was a great save.
So what started that?
The 57 tried to drive in outside of the 15 as the 15 tried to move up a little bit, and they just made a little bit of contact going in the corner.
Still some great racing for the lead. We'll look at that in a minute.
Still
but Ryan Chapman and Justin Gann still equal as they cross the start-finish line door to door.
Maybe this is their way of keeping everybody behind them. As actually Ryan looks like he might clear him now coming off of turn 2 as we watch here.
He does. He's going to pull up in front of the 30. Now he's got 2 trucks behind him. Which lane is he going to choose? He's going to stick to the bottom eventually. But that late apex is really going to help him through the corner. We got Clark Ginnick and Wayne Grossi involved in something. The caution is out.
Yeah, caution.
One of our playoff drivers sitting backwards, his tailgate bouncing in the infield.
As tailgates do when they fall off, they bounce.
I have to pick that up and take that back to the R&D center to see what springs they have on that tailgate.
Ooh.
All right, let's go back to our best one tire and auto care instant replay, see what this caution is all about. So Wayne Grossi was not involved initially.
Yeah.
But the 27 was. Let's back that up. Ooh, did he hit the wall to start? Or was that something in front of him happening?
So, yeah, it looked like something in front of him happened.
Yeah, somebody's in the wall up front.
Ah, all right. The 55 of Marty Roberts and the 76 of Wyatt got together going down the backstretch, and the 55 ended up in the wall, and it sparked some checkup.
And then the 16 slides into turn 3 and doors the car too. Doors, man. So there's a lot that happens here. So the 55 comes across the nose of Wyatt Winterfield down the backstretch, causes that.
And the 16 actually gets into the side of the 76 there, which is Wyatt.
But then behind him, the 27 gets clipped by a truck coming down the track.
Yeah, that would be Aaron Satcher. Looked like Brandon Elder actually Aaron looked like he checked up. Brandon didn't see it, got in the back of the 33 and turned him down into the 27. So it's all seems to be cascading from that initial incident.
Let's see what Wayne Grassy's telling, because he came in this late here. Racking into turn 3, racking into turn 3. Oh, he gets turned from behind. Slowing for an accident, gets run over. That's not that's not going to go over well.
Yeah, it's never fun when you're doing the right thing, which is checking up for the wreck, and you get plowed into by a guy not doing it.
And who was that? The 14?
79, actually.
79.
Derek Cat, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the 79 is Derek Cat.
Well, a somewhat big one here early on. Within 20 laps. And again, like I said, with looks like they got a new tailgate on the 7 there, but he's one of the guys fighting for his life in the playoffs, and certainly not what you want early on there. Like I said, especially being the one that you were kind of slowing down for the accident and getting run over by a guy that's starting his second race.
Yeah, it's unfortunately part of the deal, and hopefully he can continue on. They got the new tailgate on, so he should be good to go.
Well, we are double file once again, getting ready for a restart. Again, trying to get to lap 40 here, lap 21 right now. A lot of great side-by-side racing so far, but Ryan Chapman is your leader. James Morris in second now, as Justin Gans in third. Brendan Polt fourth, and Kyle Milliken up to fifth. So we'll keep an eye on Kyle as well. Looks like the 7 of Grassi's dropping back.
He might have got a penalty.
I don't think he maybe didn't beat the pace car out. But anyway, get ready for a restart. Ryan Chapman leads him away. Green flag is out once again.
Looks like an actual retake of the last restart where the bottom row took off and third place took over second, as now Wyatt Hundley has moved up underneath the 88 here for third.
Yeah, Hundley up to battle for third. The 02 there. But the outside, James Morris getting a push from his teammate, the 71 of Brendan Polt, as they head off into 3.
This time Justin pulls in behind Ryan instead of trying to look to the outside.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying
coming hard behind him.
Yeah, the 02 looking underneath. The Justin Gann kind of covers that off as they go into turn 1. Looks like he's trying to look to the outside now of the 10 in that middle groove.
Oh, he just made it. They both got loose coming off that corner.
Into turn 3, like I said, I wondered what the car would do. Get loose or tight. Looks like they're struggling for a little bit of grip coming off the corners.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. These guys are running very close to flat out, if not flat out, on new tires. So you're going to use these Goodyears up, because James Morris is way high.
Yeah, he's the top. The 30 ran the middle, and the 10 running the bottom. 3 different lanes there.
And here we go again with the 10 and the 30 side by side for the lead.
10 gets a great run through 3 and 4, though. He's going to retake the lead there on the bottom.
30's not giving up. I think he's going to try. Ooh, hit the wall a little bit.
Did he touch the wall there? Ooh.
But he gets such a good run through 1 and 2 that he's able to pull up alongside of Ryan coming out of the corner.
He's in the preferred groove down the backstretch, getting a little bit of a push from the 88 of James Morris. They're helping out of straightaway, but I heard him in the corner.
This time, Justin is in. Yeah, so now Justin's behind him. Is he going to try to drive him going into one again? No.
He's looking to the outside and then pulls back to the inside. I think he sees Wyatt Huntley now starting to close in. He's got to play a little bit of defense here.
The run going down the backstretch is going to have enough to dive in, and he does.
Great run by the F2 off turn 2. That's going to put the 30th Gann on the outside, but I don't think he necessarily hates that idea. I mean, that's where he was making time up early on.
Well, so we're, what, 26 laps in, and this is what I was saying before with Justin coming through the field so quickly. Did he burn his tires up? And we're starting to see that right now. Is that what's this? And that's why he might be sliding back a little bit as he does make his way back up alongside the O2 down the backstretch.
Yeah, he gets that momentum off the top, and he regains that momentum, so he's going to be able to hang right there for right now. As they're side by side now, and Wyatt Huntley clears for second, and he's going to be use all the track. I think he's clear. There he is.
Yep, now the 30's got to contend with the 88, but he gets such a good run through coming through the middle and off of turn 2.
He almost got the wall there off turn 2, but hangs on there. And here comes Andrew Littlefield with a dive into the corner under the 77.
And back behind them, we have a good rebound by Jonathan Atkins, who got up into the wall earlier and has made his way back up to the 7th position. He's looking for room underneath actually Justin Gann. Justin has slid back now several positions.
Yeah, the outside looks like it's kind of lost a little bit of its mojo right now. And part of that's because he's the only one up there right now. He gets some help up there. Let's say you got Moreau back there behind him. If they kind of get together, it might help him a little bit. As a matter of fact, I think the 30 just hit the ball off the corner. There's the 14's going to go to 15 go to the outside. Nicholas Moreau's are 3 wide heading to 1.
We got Atkins on the bottom, actually Colt on the bottom now. The 30's actually starting to look a little loose.
Oh!
And I don't know if I want to be on the outside being loose.
Touch the wall off turn 2 there. It's going to kill his momentum, but he's going to go back up there. Try to get that run off the corner. Atkins on the inside, Justin Gann on the outside. Atkins chooses to stay on the track. Like, we were talking about how risky that is. You have to know where the guys are you're racing around.
And I was going to give a shout out, and I still give a shout out to him, to John McMillan in the 14, who actually had a EOL start. So he started shotgun on the field, and I was like, man, he's coming through the field. But he stopped for tires on lap 20.
He is coming through the middle is what he's doing. Makes it 3 wide through 3 and 4.
He's got fresh shoes on that thing. He just pitted on the last caution, so that's why he's looking like a superhero right now. He's going to probably look through the middle again here.
Oh, the bottom truck's washing up just a little bit. That's tight. And that was Gann. Gann going backwards right now, up to back to 9th.
Yeah,
so McMillan's
I think he shot his tires there in the opening laps coming up through the field.
Yeah, meanwhile up front still Ryan Chapman, who's got a little bit of a lead now over James Morrison 2nd. Andrew Littlefield up to 3rd. Wyatt Huntley 4th. Brendan Polt, your top 5.
He's got the first breathing room of the leader here tonight, but I'm telling you that we have 7 more laps, and I think the 42 might have enough to get there.
The 14?
Sorry, yes, the 14.
We'll see if he can make that. Yeah, what did you say, 7? 6 more laps?
6 more laps, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, I think I heard squealing. Yes,
I hear
yellow
it too. Yellow caution is out.
Justin Diltz. Justin Diltz.
And another truck slow on the bottom there. I didn't see who that was. But we will get a restart because we're not within the 5 laps, so we'll get another restart here. Let's go back and look and see what happened here. Best retired auto care instant replay. Looks like Wayne Grassi involved again. All right, let's look at a replay here. Ooh, contact between Is that Shad Kern? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there's beef there. And it looks like a carbon copy of what happened before. Is the guy on the inside didn't go down to on the apron. He stayed down on the racetrack, and the guy on the outside didn't think that he was going to stay there.
And Wayne Grossi he's circulating on the apron here.
Yeah.
And gets
He
involved.
was.
I mean, good night. Could the guy have worse luck?
I mean, they're, I reckon, on the apron, so then he's still on the apron, and then, yeah, poor Wayne.
Let's go back and look from Shad Kern's point of view, because I don't know, it just, let me get back to that. Wrong button.
I've done that once or twice.
All right, so we're coming off turn 4 here. And yeah, it's like Justin just comes down thinking that the 66 is going to apron. He's not. He's sliding sideways, and unfortunately, Justin comes back up on the track, and Wayne had decided to go up the track to kind of avoid him. And he's just right there, man.
And in all fairness, the guy on the inside staying on the racetrack. It's not his. If he wants the prerogative of staying on the racetrack, that is his prerogative. He doesn't have to run the apron if he doesn't want to.
Part of me wants to interview Wayne, but part of me doesn't. At this point, I'm telling you, he's been in everything, and it's got to be frustrating, especially, like I said, fighting for the playoffs and this, that, and the other. Just trying to stay down there. He's just trying to stay out of the way and finish the race. And once again, he's on the apron and still gets collected.
Yeah, and they come down and try to wreck in front of him on the apron. Then he goes on the racetrack to avoid them, and they come back up. And yeah, it's sometimes when you have a bad night, it's definitely it just rains. You know what I'm saying? It pours.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. So we're gonna get a restart here. Ryan Chapman up front, James Morris in second. It looks like it might be a one-lap shootout. Oh, no. This is lap 30. I thought it said 38. It was 37, 38, 39, 40. That was a green, white checkered.
Green, white checkered? I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah.
Green, white checkered.
I tell you who didn't want to see this, though, is Ryan Chapman. He had a pretty good lead there, and it brought everybody back. Who did want to see this maybe is John McMillan. We'll see if he's smart enough on these restarts, though, not to get himself in trouble and to make these moves to get to the front. He's got those fresher tires. Can he do it in 2 laps? Then again, I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to see it. Maybe he thought he was fast enough to get there anyway. This is just burning laps.
I don't know. I'm just happy there's a number on the side of that truck this week. So kudos to him. Both guys fixed their numbers. In fact, the 21 and the 14 are running one behind each other, and they finally got the right numbers on the car. So
man, I know which one's which.
Right, exactly. So yeah, this could fall right into McMillan, but we'll see what happens here on the restart. Here, his pace car should be coming off here.
All right, we're gonna get a restart here on the front. Ryan Chapman, James Morris, fighting for a stage win here. Littlefield, Hunley, and John McMillan, your top 5. Pace car pulls off, getting ready for the restart. They need the restart of their lives here for this stage win. Coming to the restart zone, Ryan Chapman fires off, and we are green. Great restart by the 10.
And the 14 had a horrible restart and checked up the whole bottom lane. And they're single file already at the front.
They are, and that's not good news for Chapman, though, as Morris is going to draft up to the back bumper. What can he do? Chapman protecting the bottom. Here comes Morris to the top side with help from the O2. No, the O2 is going to look to the inside of Morris.
If they help nothing, he's helping himself to second spot. Wyatt Hunley moves under James Morris here, trying to take that spot away.
All right, 2 to go for the stage.
And McMillan has kind of equaled out here as he's not been able to make his way forward as the O2 and the 88 still fighting for that second spot.
Racing for second. This is what Ryan Chapman wants to see. Neither one can really get a run down the backstretch. Heading into 3. Coming to the 1 to go signal for the stage win. Ryan Chapman leading. Huntley battling the 88 of Morris. Is going to get a little help from Littlefield.
Going to get a little help from his friend.
does clear. Can he catch him in the lap? We'll see what happens. Through 1 and 2. He's to the bottom. The 0-2 of Hunley trying to make it work. I don't think he's going to have enough time there, Richie.
Nope, I think Ryan Chapman's got this sewn up. I think the battle right now is for third with the 21, the 88, and the 14.
They're 3 and 4 for the final time. For the stage, it's going to be the 10 of Ryan Chapman taking on the stage win. Ryan Hunley second. Andrew Littlefield third. The battle for fourth is James Morris over John McMillan.
Yeah, Jonathan Atkins hold on for sixth. Brendan Polt seventh. Justin Gann actually fell back, but was able to hold on to eighth, get some stage points. Barry Kramer ninth, and then Robert Malikian rounds out our stage with finishing 10th.
So stage in the books. These guys will slow it down, come down, get some fresh shoes, and I'm sure we'll see a fight once again break out.
Well, it's been a pretty good race so far. We had a lot of action. There's there's just so much action that it's hard sometimes to focus on everything.
It is. It was a good battle there all the way through the field, and we did see some of the guys fall off. You talk about Justin Gann. I was surprised he used that stuff up early on, fell back towards the bottom half of the top 10 after just 40 laps. So I'm sure he's going to be making some adjustments, trying to get some long run speed out of that, or maybe even adjust how he attacks the track in the next run. We'll see if he chooses to maybe go a little more conservative.
One thing else I just happened to notice is that Nicholas Moreau pitted on that caution, and he's going to be flipping the stage here.
Oh boy. Yeah, Nicholas down to 17th on this stage, so.
And with only a couple laps, with a green, white checkered amount of laps on his tires, so he might be sitting pretty here.
All right, let's see what happens. These guys are going to come into pit road, at least most of them.
So while they're pitting here, we got Brian Thorston out there in chat. He's got chicken again. Hayden James is picking Ryan Chapman to win tonight, as is Diane Chapman saying, "Go Ryan, go." So Ryan's got his fan club out there.
That was a pretty good pick. Your stage winner. Look, he's got a strong truck. Was kind of pulling away before that last caution, so hangs on for the stage win. And we do have a few people staying out. We got about, looks like 4 of them. Nicholas Moreau, Derek Catt, Wyatt Winterfeld, and Lewis Meglin all choosing to stay out here.
Yeah, they all pitted on lap 36. So again, they're flipping the stage, flipping the script.
And I believe J.P. Burns, John McMillan, maybe took 2 tires there.
I think you're right. I think that they because Jonathan actually pitted on lap 20. So maybe, he got right side tires as did J.P. Burns.
Or maybe he did get tires. I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't take right. I mean, to me, taking rights is like burning a full set. You're not really going to, unless you're looking for track position, which, he was up there with the guys that pitted. My concern for him would be tire sets in general, because if we get a rash of cautions, he's down to set everybody else because he burned one before the stage.
I can confirm that the 99 did not take any tires. He just took fuel only.
I'm assuming the 14 did the same, so this guy's just jumping out trying to get some track position. So saving that set of tires is the 99. Now this is going to be a real struggle in the start for everybody behind him, because you got 2 guys up here that didn't take tires on the stop, and you got 4 guys in front of them that didn't stop on this caution. And they have fresher tires than the guys are going to try to get by before they get to them, if you follow.
And I can confirm that the 14 took 2 right side tires, so that just throws one more wrinkle in there.
Okay.
So the 99 took fuel only, the 14 took right sides. Ryan Chapman is the first one out with 4 tires. So
my concern is, and I hope I'm proven wrong here, watch the 14 in turn 3 and 4. From my experience, you take 2 tires, it gets extremely loose, especially on the restarts, because those right side tires are not up to temp, and the left side tires have heat in them. So it's going to grip good on the bottom, on the lefts, but the rights aren't going to stick. I hope I'm wrong, but this is what I've experienced. So we'll see if we can hang on to it through 3 and 4. This is what I'm going to be watching on the restart.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The pace car is about to come off the banking here in turn 4, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Nicholas Moreau leading Derek Catt. Those guys choosing to stay out on this stage caution. Getting ready for the restart zone as they head into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out, and we are racing once again.
And Nicholas shoots out to his own postal code as the rest of them are 2x2 as they go into one here. 14 looks like he's pretty stable down there in the bottom so far. But here comes Ryan Chapman with his 4 freshies basically driving below him here.
3 wide behind him as they head into 3 and 4 to 43. Right there on the back bumper, the 14. Looks like he makes it through. Lewis Macklin, we haven't called his name in a while. He's up there now. Got some track position, currently in 6th spot.
He is. He's one of those guys that stayed out. He flipped the stage here. Not working out. Well, I mean, he's probably got it. He's probably in a much better track position than he was prior to. So it's working out so far for him.
Ryan Chapman trying to take over the lead from Wyatt Winterfield. Was that for second?
Oh, second.
Nicholas is way out there. All right, so Ryan's going to take over second spot from Wyatt Winterfield. Andrew Littlefield's going to follow him through.
Well, I don't think Nicholas is going to be out there for too long. I think Ryan and Andrew are going to reel him in pretty quickly.
Well, I think what he probably wants to do is just kind of stretch this out a little bit. See some aggressive moving back here. Let's see what's going on. There's Jonathan Atkins underneath the 43 of Meglin. But what he wants to do is kind of stretch his field out a little bit and just follow slowly through the field. He'll lose a few positions, but if he can hang in there somewhere in the middle, it'll work out pretty well for him.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do, is you want to get out as far as you can and kind of wait till the tires equalize a little bit and hopefully that you don't fall down as much as you possibly can.
Side by side back here for 3rd spot. Littlefield trying to look underneath Jonathan Atkins. Sorry, it's Winterfeld. Winterfeld and Littlefield.
Sounds like Game of Thrones.
It does, though. King of the North.
King of the North, Jon Snow. Got some 3 wide further back with Michael Blackner to Derek Catt and Brendan Pope.
Pope backs out of it. The 30 of Justin Gann giving Derek Catt a pretty good push down the straightaway. That's Michael Blackner on the outside of that Valvoline Ford.
And I'm curious if Michael flipped the script a little bit because he was running towards the back of the pack before the stage, and now he's up to 9th spot.
We'll see. He's on the top side right now, and he's kind of going backwards here. The 71 underneath him, the 02 of Wyatt Huntley trying to follow him through. No Nicholson making an appearance, trying to get to the top 2.
And while that's going on, Ryan Chapman has caught our leader, Nicholas Moreau, and I think he's going to look inside here for the lead going into 1.
On his back bumper down the front, now looks to the bottom as they head into turn 1. The 10 of Chapman rolling that bottom nicely. The 15 of Moreau trying to hang on the outside as they head down the back.
And we didn't notice it, but Jonathan Atkins had moved up past Littlefield, so put Atkins into 3rd, and he's right there with this duo as well.
Atkins looking on here, trying to find a way through, or trying to follow through at least the 10 of Ryan Chapman, who's going to take it as they head off into turn 1.
Yeah, Nicholas on a little bit of a tire deficit from these two, but he's holding on nicely, able to roll the outside, keep these guys from completely running away from him here as he's fighting back on the outside.
Close quarters racing down the backstretch. There's a little bit of side draft or something there, not really sure, but he's going to get a run and kind of get by the 15 here, I believe. Yes, he clears him into turn 1.
Is Jonathan going to try for the lead here? Looks like he's got a really strong truck.
All over the back bumper of the 10s. We're right on board Jonathan Atkins in the 57. Drafting down the straightaway. The draft is a big part of this racing here at Kansas in the trucks. And you got to get that draft, get that run down the straightaway and try to position yourself in the corner. Whether you go high or low, you've got options.
And this is a different draft than what we see at places like Talladega and Daytona, where, it's a huge benefit to the guy behind. But when you get to the corner, you have so much more speed and so much little downforce from the draft that sometimes it makes the truck hard to turn.
Well, the 10 try to move down and break the momentum there. The 57 to 57, almost able to run on the outside there, get a run to his left rear quarter panel, and again here he comes.
He's trying.
It's going to make the 10 kind of shorten up his entry, which could hurt him on exit here. See if he gets a run on exit. He moves down once again. He gets that draft. Now the 57 going to pull to the outside. Really able to arc the corner into the corner. See if he gets a run off the corner. This is causing the 10 to kind of shallow entry into the corner, which can really hurt your corner speed.
It can. You can also hurt your tire longevity as you're trying to fight this off as well too.
Here comes the 57. He's going to take it to the very top here through 1 and 2. Riding on board still with the 57. This is interesting. This is fun to watch. These guys playing a little bit of chess here. He gets a run off the corner. He's going to pull up to the outside to the door of the 10 entering turn 3.
He's trying everything he can at this particular point to try to get to that outside and make this pass on Ryan Chapman. Ryan Chapman just holding steady on the bottom, trying to keep the lead.
That's some great racing up front. These guys know what they're doing here. Again, the 57 using that momentum over the top, the 10 just trying to roll the bottom.
I can see one of these times coming off the straightaway, the 57 doing a crossover move.
Oh. What happened to Jonathan?
They have contact?
I don't know. He dropped to the bottom there. He had a little bit of a connection issue. I wonder if... I'm not sure. He slowed way down right there, didn't he?
It did. It did. It looked like Ryan... As a matter of fact, he's just came over chat. I think he did actually have an issue.
Jack Curtin having issues back here, too. Went off track, and looks like he's having connection issues as well. All of the sudden...
He's messing with our internet.
Yeah. Nick, where you at? Put the hamster back on the wheel.
So I'm watching this battle for 11th, actually, yeah, 11th, 12th, or right around 11th. They're 4 wide coming down the front stretch.
Wide. Blackner, Cat, Morris, and Atkins. 4 wide. Atkins all the way to the bottom. Almost contact with the one, between the 1 and the 79 of Cat. Derek,
the big winner in that one actually was James Morris, who was able to go outside and pick up 2 spots.
Oh my goodness! And I think
everybody, again.
They all, yeah, I see Cat on the bottom, the 22 and Blackner in the middle, and who's at the 89 of O'Connor on the outside.
Yeah, the 59 got completely sideways coming out of that corner.
So I think what's happening here is these guys are catching those slow guys all at one time. The guys on older tires, not the slow guys, but the older tires, all at one time, and it's kind of bottled everything up.
So Michael Blackner, fuel only on that last stop.
Got an extra set of tires, though.
He does.
Strategy's got to work. I mean, the cautions and all are going to have to fall just right for that to work, though. But we'll see what happens as we continue on. Andrew Littlefield currently riding in 3rd, starting to inch in on our 1st and 2nd place battle here. And Justin Gann up to 4th.
Yeah, the top 3 are all within about a half a second of each other. Caution.
We have a caution.
Dave Nestor. The guy that's right above the cutoff line.
Already see a left front fender missing here for the 36. We'll have to go back and see what happens. He was one of those guys in the gaggle back there. Let's go back and see where best one tire and auto carry instant replay for the 36. Coming off turn 2. Oh, he makes contact with the 22. Those 2 guys are racing for the cutoff spot.
Yeah, actually, Dave Nestor is above the cut line, and Michael Blackner is below the cut line. So I guess if you're going to take each other out, those are the 2 best playoff guys to take each other out.
Man.
But what this does do for somebody like Wayne Grossi, who's had a really bad start of the race, this could possibly not make that hurt so much.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point for Wayne there. He's got to hope for a little bit of carnage, and right now he's getting it. Sticking right aboard Michael Blackman here.
while you're doing a replay there, lots and lots of the leaders pitted except for Ryan Chapman.
You do see that on the board.
In fact, actually, Ryan Chapman, looks like maybe Joshua O'Connor and Tony Solari were, and Brendan Polt. Nope, Brendan Polt's in the pits right now. So only 3 guys stayed out.
Yeah.
Everybody else pitted.
Interesting. And this, I was going to say, makes it interesting for Blackner, who didn't take tires. Those guys that didn't take tires on that last stop, this might be the break they need, because those other guys are going to be running out of tires shortly.
If they keep doing cautions like this, although it's been a pretty good race so far, but this will put some strategy in it for sure.
Yeah, it hasn't been terrible. It's been a pretty good race. It's been a good race. I mean, it's been some good racing out there for sure.
Oh, 88 pit road violation.
I was wondering. I saw him dropping on the sheet there. That's yeah, it's not what you want.
Tony Solari rolling off to go down pit road. I don't think he wants anything to do with the front of this pack on those old tires.
True. Although
if I did that,
listen, if he's wanting to save a set of tires, he just stops and takes fuel here and goes to the back. It's not a bad call. It looks like it's what he's doing too. I don't see tires going on that truck. There he goes pulling away. So going to get fuel only and rejoin at the tail end of the field and keep that set of tires he saved.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get the 40-second penalty that I got when I tried doing that when I was leading the one time.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because, they closed, if you don't pit, they close the pit coming to one to go. And
yeah, if you don't pit the first time by, you can't pit the second time by, usually.
Right. And it's a have to stop under green, and it's a 40-second hold.
Yeah, you know all about that. I've done it before, too.
I do. Actually, we lost somebody else up front, too. Because Ryan Chapman I have as running second here, and the 59 is leading.
I think Chapman's leading. 59
Yeah,
second.
right.
And then the guys with tires, Polt, Littlefield, Atkins, Moreau.
Polt and Littlefield did right side tires. Lots of strategy going on here.
Absolutely. As we get ready for the restart here, pace car's off. They are in the restart zone. Green flag is out. Ryan Chapman fires off, and we are away once again.
Oh, this time Nicholas didn't get him. And now we're 3 wide going in turn 1 here.
Yeah, I think it's O'Connor choosing to try to get out of the way here. He doesn't want to have any part of what's about to happen here. He feels like he might be off pace. Then again, I don't know. He's maintaining pace pretty good on the outside.
He is, and the 57 on 4 fresh tires is shot up to the outside. He's trying to work his way to the outside of the 10 here. Ryan Chapman once again he's there.
To get down the front stretch. Tony Solari. Looks like Tony Solari's in the pits. Guess why?
I can only imagine. As that happens, Jonathan Atkins put him into the lead, 57 to the front.
Something happened to Moreau. He's falling back a little bit here. Past about a 43 and Maglin. O'Connor's right there. Oh, I think he got trapped behind O'Connor is what's going on. O'Connor trying to hang on to it on the outside there. I saw O'Connor having some struggles in handling early on. There's no tires, and that will help that situation. Especially with all these cars trying to get by him with fresher tires. But he's hanging on right now. You can see Andrew Littlefield trying to hang on to this position, P8, 7th spot over Wyatt Huntley. Huntley goes around him.
I went back and looked, and I think the 15 just backed out. He didn't want to be any part of that 3 wide stuff.
Here comes the 77 of Nicholson underneath Ryan Chapman for 3rd. So Nicholson starting to move his way through the field, up 7 spots from where he started.
Oh, another pit road report on Nicholas Moreau. He did no tires, fuel only on that stop.
Okay, so he's going to be falling back with O'Connor pretty much. It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my best walking down pit road here and trying to get as much information as I can. But we have tons of strategy out there tonight with tires.
Jack will have a battle here. Joshua O'Connor. Got Barry Kramer right there, Corey Atkins right behind him. Now 3 wide with the 14.
But I'll tell you what I was going to say about Corey Atkins. He had a shot to go 3 wide down the front stretch that last lap and didn't take it. And I'm very impressed with that move, because that was a move that I think that he would do prior to that might have got himself in trouble. I like to see the maturity going on there.
Absolutely.
A little patience to get to the end of the race.
Well, talk about patience. One guy that doesn't have any. I'm seeing the 14 of McMullen making some very aggressive moves back there. Made it 3 and 4 wide, bouncing off trucks as he gets through them. Hopefully that pays out for him at the end.
Yeah, I'm watching him now. He's caught the 21 of Littlefield and the 71, and driving right up through the middle here. He definitely likes his new tires. He does. He goes really good on his new tires. But this is one of those tracks that kills tires very, very easily. You feel like Superman for the first 5, 6, 7 laps, and then if we get a long run, you're going to feel like kryptonite at the end.
3 wide again. Wyatt Winterfield gets a little loose on the bottom, but he's underneath the 1 of Corey Atkins. There's a good by Barry Kramer in the 44 as well.
Actually, I watched Nicholas Moreau coming out of that corner completely sideways.
He's falling back, and he's struggling with a little bit of handling issue tonight too.
And up front, we have Jonathan Atkins. Now we have Justin Gann in second, Noah Nicholson third, Lewis Meglin fourth, Wyatt Huntley fifth. Ryan Chapman has fallen all the way back to 7th.
Once again down the straightaway, the 1 of Atkins on the top. Winterfield gets a little loose on entry in the 15 of Nicholas Moreau on the outside. This battle's all the way through the field.
Yeah, and this tire strategy has got everything all discombobulated. Because we got guys coming and guys going all over the place with tire strategies and fuel strategies and whatever else is going on.
Ooh, Kyle Milken really loose through 1 and 2. Hangs on to it, but man, he stacked everybody up to 22. Blattner trying to find where to go. He pulls right up in front of, who is that, Donnie Batiste. He does a good job of avoiding contact there off turn 2.
And Nicholas up in front of this is really, really loose on the no tires. Looks like a lot of guys are battling loose out there.
Doing a good job hanging on so far right now. So we've still got a pit stop at least to go for everybody out there.
And right in this group right here is the 88 of James Morris, who had that pit road violation, all the way back to 17th here as he's made his way up. And there's Casey McMullen in the 60. We haven't heard and called him. He started the tail end of the field here.
Yeah, McMullen going around him for 17th spot. James Morris back to 18th right now. I mean, that's a hole to have to dig out of, and he's going to be struggling trying to get out of that all night.
I'm still curious to see how all this strategy works out towards the end, because it's got just trucks everywhere.
It really does.
Like Nicholas Moreau is on a free fall through the field the wrong way.
We got Brendan Polt in 12th. He was running towards the front. Now he's back here. We got some guys charged at the front, like Noah Nicholson now in 3rd, starting to gain on our leaders. Justin Gann's up there. He was fast all night, and he's up there right now. Meglin up to 5th in the 43, and he's actually running down the 02 of Hundley.
Actually, Wyatt just got by him the lap before, so put Wyatt back up to 4th and Lewis back to 5th. But you got Robert Maliki in your pick, has made his way up to 6th.
He's in his own zip code right now. He's got nobody around him, no draft, no nothing. He's just kind of riding around, which, I don't know, me personally, I kind of like that. As long as I don't need the draft. I mean, I guess it would be helpful in the straights, but I kind of like having my own personal bubble. And
we have confirmation in chat that Tony got the 40-second pit hold that we thought he was going to get. Which, if he would watch the races that he broadcasted when I did it, he would have known that if he pits when he pitted, that he was going to get the same 40-second penalty that I got. Yeah. And I know he watches all the broadcasts because he's in the other ones.
Well, it's a tough spot. I mean, if you want to get out of the way, but you'd have to just take the green flag and go the apron in one or something. I don't know, because I think he was in position where he'd start like third. He'd be on the bottom, so it'd be really hard to get out of the way. So trying to do the right thing, but it's
I get it, because that's what I was trying to do when I did that too. Is you're just trying not to be that guy at the front of the field. But yeah, Michael Blackner.
That's what I'm watching too. The 22 starting to catch Andrew Littlefield here in the 21, 22. Look at that. But anyway, yeah, he's starting to climb up through the field, up 17 spots. Looking for a good playoff night. Right now he's having it. And there's a pseudo teammate, our driver, 16, Mullen, right there behind him.
Yeah, Casey coming through the field like a hot knife through butter here.
I say, never mind. Goes by him, takes over that 12th spot and starts to work on, or 11th spot, and tries to start working on the 21, and he's going to do it right here. So Casey got those fresh tires. He's making use of them.
That's why he's our #1 driver here at Fury Motorsports.
Well, just dig that knife in just a little bit deeper. Your leader right now, the 57, Jonathan Atkins, getting it done out front here, running that top side. Second place is going to be contested here shortly because the 77 Nicholson is coming from third, but second is Justin Gann right now in the 30.
Yeah, and we've spread her out a lot around this racetrack now as these tires have fallen off the guys that were saving that set, and the other guys have started to come through the field.
Ryan Huntley in fourth, Lewis Maglin right now in fifth, and Lewis has pretty much kept tabs on the 02 as he got by there, so he's going to ride in his coattails as they head up into to hopefully battle for third. In second too. I mean, they're all right there together.
Yeah, and Lewis started 23rd tonight, so he's made his way up through the field, and Robert Malakian started 20th, so they're running 5th and 6th right now.
There goes the 03 of Ben Tracy getting lapped there, and unfortunately some damage cost him tonight. Starting on the front row too, man, that's tough.
That, and he's probably all jacked up on coffee.
And the sugar from the donuts.
Yes, exactly. Watch Case McMillan has caught, I guess, the 76 of Wyatt Winterfell for 9th spot here, but Wyatt having a good run here in the top 10.
Well, shout out to Chad. Chad actually said first top 10 tonight for Winterfeld, according to Skoducks.
Skoducks.
You got it. Right now, he is in 10th. Even if he gets passed by the 60, he'll fall to 10th spot. So having a good night so far.
And as this is going on, I'm watching back up at the leaders. The 30, the 77, and the 02 are all under a blanket. And the 3 of them have started to reel in our leader, Jonathan Atkins. So this is, and then Lewis Meglin is also right there on my screen. So yep. We're going to have a 5-truck battle here for the lead shortly.
They're trying to hang on to the 02 of, we have a caution.
Caution.
Put a pin in that.
It was just getting good.
No indication of who it is or what happened here, but
I'd like to say the 36, maybe.
What again? Oh, it's right there. I don't know. Let's go back and look at our best one tire and all the carriers and replay and see what it shows us. It shows me the 36, but he's not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
Was it James Morris? Was he just slow? Oh, it was. James Morris gets loose off turn 4 and just does some really weird wiggling there, and unfortunately gets sideways enough to cause the caution on the front stretch. Let's back it up and see. Yeah.
I'm shocked that is even a caution.
Just loose off 4. Just all by himself.
It's because he was, I guess because he was kind of slow. That's a NASCAR. That's the NASCAR handiwork with their way too early caution there.
Hitting that button quick.
Yeah.
All right, the leaders are all on pit road, all except for the 79 of Derek Catt right now. I hope he's not taking.
All right, so this is going to give us what? 45 laps to go, so they should all be able to make it to the end from here.
Gann out quick. Noah Nicholson out quick. Way out in front of the other guys, so I wonder if they did something a little special there. You got Atkins off, Winterfeld, and Hunley, 4th, 5th, and 6th. But yeah, you have to check Gann and Nicholson.
Looks like fuel only for the 30 and the 77.
Interesting. And the way these cautions are falling and making this really interesting.
Yeah, because they're trying to save. I'm assuming that guys are trying to save that last set for that caution that may or may not come out towards the end of the race here. Yeah, interesting. But now you got the guys that were falling through the field able to get tires. Are they going to be able to make their way back up through the field now?
Winterfield up there too in 5th. So
fuel only.
All right.
Yep. So again, we're going to have guys that are going to be on mismatched tires. This always makes it interesting. Get ready for the 3 and the 4 wide here.
Yep. The one of Catt, or the 79 of Derek Catt, stays out in 1st. Gann Nicholson takes fuel only. I don't know what the 57 did, but the 76 took fuel only.
The 57 took tires, 4 tires.
So,
which is probably his last set of tires.
Very interesting. So here we go. Pace car is going to pull off. We're going to get a restart here at Kansas Speedway. Working lap 89 of 134. Green flag is out, and we are away.
Good start by Derek Catt as the second and third place guys are side by side. And here we go into turn 1 and see who's got the new tires, who doesn't.
Catt to the top side. 77 looks underneath him. He's able to get there. Oh, Catt has an issue off the corner there.
Noah Nicholson looking to go inside. I bet you Jonathan Atkins is going to look up top, but Catt kind of slides up in front of him.
Catt having all kind of handling issues here, trying to get that truck to stick. Atkins just needs to be patient here. He's got the fresher tires here. He just needs to take his time. Another close call by the 79.
But Atkins up to second behind Noah Nicholson. Here comes Wyatt Hunley as he's working. Oh, Lois Meglin making it 3 wide down the backstretch.
Yeah, I think the O2 wanted
4 wide.
Oh my goodness, the 21 on the apron entering turn 3. Not a smart move. Contact with all those guys.
How did they just make that go work? While that happened, Jonathan Atkins did make his way past Noah Nicholson for the lead, put him back up to the lead, but now we got Wyatt Hunley going to second, and Ryan Chapman hot on his heels here.
We got a lot of moving and shaking here. As, the 10 to the inside of the 77, the 21 right behind the 10.
Nicholson loose up top there.
He hangs on to it. Still 3 wide.
Chapman back in the running here as he just moves into second past Wyatt Hundley, takes the 21 and the 43 with him.
77 still. Having a little issue there.
Ryan Chapman to the inside for the lead.
Chapman to the front. Under Corey Atkins. Jonathan Atkins goes to the top. Andrew Littlefield trying to follow him through and does. Now side by side for second.
And here comes Lewis Meglin in the 43, making his way underneath Jonathan Atkins. I think we might have some guys trying to save some tires here. '21 looking to the outside of the 10, going into turn 3 for the lead.
Nothing doing there. The 10's going to roll off the corner with the lead. Coming down to the start-finish line.
A little shaky. But 21 makes it to the outside of the 10 through 1 and 2 here.
Shops are door to door coming off the corner.
And while that's going on, the 43 is drafted up behind these two as they run side by side to 3 and 4. Brendan Pope behind this. So put Brendan Pope back up into the mix here as well.
Unfortunately, Macklin eliminated in the playoffs 2 weeks ago, but he's fighting for his pride at this point. And you see a little touch with the 21 and 10 going down the backstretch.
I think that was some side drafting that was trying to be done.
Here comes the 43 as the 10 pulls him around on the bottom.
Lewis doing a fantastic job. Put him in the P2 here.
Macklin up to P2 in the 43. 21 trying to do the crossover here as they come down the backstretch.
Gets his nose in there.
So 43 can do nope, he's going to sit there.
I was going to say, is he going to do a double crossover?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Brendan Pope.
I think he wanted to.
It's just giving Ryan a little bit of breathing room here.
Going to 71, Brendan Pope is just looking on. 43 right in front of him, Meglin and Littlefield in front of him, and Ryan Chapman trying to scoot away out front.
With all that going on, Corey Atkins has worked his way up to 7th. And Nicholas Moreau is back up to 8th, so put him back into the top 10.
Second, third, and fourth for the time being.
And Robert Malikian doing another great job in 6th here. Just doing what he needs to do to make it through to the next round.
Kramer had a little moment coming off turn 4. Like a little bit. On the outside there, he's got Casey McMullen behind him. Never mind. They weren't that close.
Yeah, Casey and Kyle are running side by side behind him. As this is 2x2x2 for 8th on back.
Moreau on the outside, Hundley on the inside. You got Joshua O'Connor in that mix. Bill Kramer, Casey McMullen joining the party.
Kyle Milken there sometimes when he's not blinking a little bit.
Yeah, he's there about half. No, he's not. 3/4 of the time.
7/8.
You know, just watching Jonathan Atkins, I thought he would have a little bit of an advantage here, but he's actually just hanging on to the back of this pack up here up front in 5th.
Well, that was one of the things I was saying is I think Jonathan may be. Oh, caution! He might be saving tire.
Oh, Derek Cat, 79. Old tires. Got to hang on to them if you're going to do it. No bueno. All right, let's look at this caution here. Best one tire and auto carry instant replay. Splits the seam on the front stretch, gets loose, wrecks on his own, but collects 2 other trucks.
Yeah, that's a no-no. Unfortunately, with any car here is you're gonna run the apron, you gotta run the apron. You're gonna run the track, you gotta run the track.
Especially if you own older tires too, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, you cannot split that. You cannot ride that seam.
It's a rookie move if I've ever seen one.
Well, he's a rookie, so.
All right, well, this, as we say, may change everything. I don't know. I don't know if it does or not. We've got under 30 laps to go, though.
Anybody going to come in for tires? Does anybody have tires left?
I think if you got them, you use them now. If you saved a set, this is where you're going to shine. And if you don't, you just hope and pray and hold on.
Chapman down, Littlefield down, Meglin not down, Polt down,
Atkins stays out.
Moreau.
Malikian stays out. Joshua O'Connor stays out. Wyatt Huntley stays out. That's about 5 of them that's going to stay out here as your leaders come to the pit road.
Oh my, yeah, that's And
that's
Sorry. Well, my is that Jonathan Atkins, even Lewis Meglin, they came out the last time with new tires and they were sitting pretty, I think. And now I think this is the moment because they don't have new tires. I think it's going to seal their fate here.
Tire management is important here in the Sim Racing Boys Truck Series. They didn't mention it. They only get 3 sets in the pits. Some of these guys finding the hard way that you can't always just throw a set on. I mean, I guess you can if it goes green, but it hasn't gone green tonight.
Yeah, we've had some decent long runs tonight.
Yeah, I mean all the way through.
Right.
All right, so if you're a Lewis Meglin, let's just walk through this. If you're a Lewis Meglin, Jonathan Atkins, Robert Malikian, you stand out here. You don't have a set of tires. What do?
You just run as hard as you possibly can and get what you can get because you're already at a disadvantage because you don't have the tires and you just hope to be able to get as far out as you can and hope that the tires can equalize at some point.
All right, let's flip the script. If you are Ryan Chapman, Littlefield, Brendan Polt, you've been fast all night. Now you're sixth spot with some older tires up front. How do you approach this in this restart?
How do I approach this, or how are they going to approach this? I would approach this.
Should you approach this?
You need to get through by cars as quickly and cleanly as you possibly can, because this is where the guys can lose their patience and make stupid moves, and that could cost you in the end. So you have to be able to get to the front without having contact and save as much tires doing it as possible.
Sitting in third right there too is Robert Malikian, 16, but he's at a tire disadvantage. Ryan Chapman looked quick all night. Looks like he's got one of the best, if not the best truck tonight, trying to get through the field. Littlefield, he's got a little field to get through before he can get to the front.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, pace cars off. Pace cars off. They enter the restart zone. Lewis Meglin, your leader, Jonathan Atkins, second. Green flag is out. They launch, and we are away.
Well, Wyatt Huntley did not have a good restart, which is going to help them up front here. Hopefully not get eaten up, but Ryan Chapman is already looking to the... not looking. I thought he was going to go to the outside, but Ryan Chapman's already up to fourth down the backstretch.
Side by side, Atkins and Malikian, but here comes Joshua O'Connor in the 59. The 10 of Ryan Chapman looking to the middle. He's going to stick it there in the middle. Coming off turn 4, going to drift to the high side behind Atkins.
And sometimes racing is a little bit about luck, because Ryan Chapman had the upper groove and has been able to, as he goes 3 wide for the lead.
Battle for the lead. 1 and 2, Chapman to the middle of those older tires, the 43 of
4 wide down the backstretch.
Oh, contact. 16 into the 15. They save it somehow. Everybody keeps rolling. We stay green.
Wow. So back to Ryan Chapman was able to shoot up on the outside. Andrew Littlefield, who also has new tires, has been on the bottom and has not been able to make his way forward because he's been on the bottom behind guys with not as good as tires.
That shallow entry about the 21 into turn 3 with those fresh tires. Gets by the 0-2. Here comes the 44. 4 wide again, the 44. Kramer on the bottom. Can he keep it down there? Oh, contact with the 1. One of Corey Atkins sideways on his hood, on his roof, flipping through 1 and 2. Sliding to a stop as they enter the 1 and 2 area. And that is a playoff contender that needed a good night, and it is going wrong immediately.
That's a dead dog right there.
What a wild wreck into turn 1, and he drives off, guys. He drives away. He's all right.
He's all right, ladies and gentlemen.
So now that we know he's okay, we're going to go back and look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay to see what happened. Coming down the start-finish straight. 4 wide. The 0-2 finally just drifts up off the apron into the 1. 1 rides on his side into turn 1. Goes for a wild ride and a flip through 1.
And honestly, I hate to see it because Corey was doing a great job tonight. He was showing some maturity. He was not taking holes and holding his own, doing his thing. And
you gotta somewhat expect it if you're 4 wide there.
True. But he didn't put him 4 wide. He only put him to 3 wide. Barry Kramer put him 4 wide. Yeah, Wyatt just drifts up. Man, talk about sim safety though, man. That sim safety gear just kept him completely safe during that violent flip.
Amazing he's able to drive away.
He'll be in his bathroom doing his hair as quickly as he possibly can after this wreck.
Yeah, so tough break there. Got some pitters towards the back. Joshua O'Connor comes in. Wyatt Winterfield. Clark Ginnikin. Let's run on board DO2 and kind of see. Just come up the track. The wind stays low because he's got a truck on the outside of him. There's not enough room for the O2 to rejoin the track there, and they come together.
Car outside.
Yeah.
Car outside.
2 outside, actually. 2 outside, but at some point you got to get back on the track, right? I mean, he was down there. He had a car below him.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think the 1 was crowding him down there. It's just 4 wide.
Yeah.
Patience. That's what I was talking about before. Patience.
Well,
you can't win the race if you don't get to the front.
So if I'm the O2 in that position, and I got 2 cars outside of me, I need the second car, the car right beside me, to move up to give me a lane. But because I need to give a lane to the guy that's below me. This is the problem with 4 wide. You go into turn 1, that's not going to work. You've got to get back on track, and then you've got to give another lane to the guy that's below you to get back on track. And so, I don't think it was ever going to work.
It had a very, very low probability, unfortunately. But guys don't have the patience. They're looking at the end of the race here, thinking they got to get to the front. But if you don't get to the front, you can't actually get to the front.
What's the saying? To finish first,
you must first finish.
Yeah.
You can't win the race in the turn 1, but you can certainly lose it.
Yeah, so that's another playoff guy having trouble tonight with Wayne Grassi, Corey Atkins, Michael Blackner. Let's look and see where they are. Michael Blackner in 15th. Corey Atkins is back to 24th. Where is
Wayne's
Dave?
in 31st.
And Dave Nestor's in 26th. So all those guys having kind of a rough night.
All right, we've racked them, we've stacked them, and here we go again with 23 laps to go.
That's right. 23 laps left in this one. And it's still all to fight for us. Ryan Chapman's out front. Brendan Polt, Atkins, Meglin, and Littlefield. Your top 5 coming to the restart zone. Green flag is out, and we are off.
We are. It was a pretty good start by everybody there this time. As once again, Ryan Chapman, the leader, takes off, but we got a good race here going on as Jonathan Atkins moves up in the second.
Atkins up to second. Ryan got a great jump out, but he's going to get a draft down the backstretch from the 10. It's now the battles for third. Littlefield inches ahead of the 71 of Brendan Poole, who immediately goes to the bottom.
And I've been watching the 21. I think he might have something for Ryan. So this isn't going to be a walk in the park for Ryan there in the 10.
Oh, we got a truck in the...
fast.
Is that Noah Nicholson sliding through the grass, slides back up on track. Amazingly, everybody misses him, but caution does come out. Let's go back and look and see what happened to Noah here. How he ended up in the grass. Let's go back and see.
Looks like the case of the where did the guy on the inside go?
Yeah. Does a good job to keep it off the wall, but everybody else, he's got to be thanking everybody else for missing him there.
That and Robert Malikian probably had a real good diaper moment though. As he just missed a sliding 77 there.
Did you go say something about the Toyota?
No, it was another T word, but it wasn't a Toyota.
Toilet?
It was a turlet. Yeah, I was going to say turlet moment.
Back it up. Yeah, he's probably like, where did he come from? I don't think he even had time to slow down. Let's watch. Let's listen to it here. Yeah, I mean, he slid a little bit, but it was after, like, I don't know what you do at that point. Luckily, I think the 77 stayed in it and got into the grass pretty quickly there, but...
yeah, that was like, truck. So we got Skoducks out there in chat saying that Wyatt Winterfell did take his last set of tires, not on this caution, but the last caution. So maybe we have a couple guys coming from the back here that might make their way to the front.
The 30's got the 16 on the inside. He can't go to the apron. The 30 is there. 77 turns down. Yeah. So, what were you saying about the 21?
Not 21. The 76 of Wyatt Winterfell, the King of the North.
So he had a set of tires?
He did have an extra set of tires that he just took, not this caution, but the caution prior. So was he the only one, or was there anybody else secretly keeping that set of tires?
Well, you know what'll tell us that is when they start burning through the field, we'll be like, oh, they've got tires.
Mm-hmm.
You've got tires. It's like you got Mel.
You've got tires. Markile thinks that even with new tires, you might have a problem getting through the blockade of trucks.
Yeah, it will be tough because they're all going to be stacked on top of each other right now. There's not, they're going to be 2x2 for a little while until they get strung out. It's going to be kind of hard to find your way through. We've seen some pretty aggressive moves to get by. 3 wide, 4 wide.
5 wide. No wide.
Some of them are 3 wide by themselves.
I've been there. All right, well, let's see if the 21's got anything for the 10. I think he does. I think they're going to make a race out of this.
Yeah, we will see.
Got Justin Gann back in the top 10. Man, everybody just keeps yo-yoing through this race. Johnny Batiste up to 9th. Great job by him.
You said Johnny?
Donnie Batiste.
Johnny Batiste. Who's that?
Johnny 5 alive.
I tell you what, it's going to be interesting. I think Littlefield's going to try to take advantage of this. You got to watch Polto and Atkins. Are they going to be able to take advantage of a move that the 21 makes? All this is going through their head. This is where the butterflies start to fly. As we've got what? 18 to go?
Coming to 17.
All right. Pace cars off into the restart zone. Getting ready for the restart. Ryan Chapman brings them down. That's a pretty good restart for the 10.
Really good one by the 21s too. Is he's nope, the 71. Nope, he does clear the 71 going into one.
Just barely.
Back behind these top 4, they are too wide. Coming off the corners. Ryan Chapman is running and the 21 says, nope, I'm going to go lower.
Onto the apron into turn 3. We've seen
That's
the 21.
Cost him.
Yeah, we've seen the 21 on the apron into 3 before when he was 3 and 4 wide.
Ryan went down the backstretch on the apron line there, and the 21 said, hold my beer. I'm going to go lower than you.
Part of me doesn't blame him. If you're going to block, if I'm in the truck and you blocking me down to the apron, I don't know. I just don't. I'm fairly certain that Ryan came off that corner and was on that apron down the backstretch saying, nobody's going to get under me. But, yeah, so let's see. We got Brendan Polton there, our 2025 B season champion, now fighting on the outside. Here comes Justin Gann. Where did he come from? Gann's, he's up the track a little bit into the 71. Let's see how that sorts itself out going down the backstretch here. The 21 in the middle of the track trying to get to the outside of the 10. Here comes the 30 on the bottom of the 71. The 21's got to be aware of the 30.
Yeah, Ryan running the low line down the backstretch trying to make sure that anybody's going to go outside of him. And here goes the 21 to the outside.
And he's like, all right, that's fine. I'll do it. To the outside.
Do it down the backstretch, side by side. A little bit of side drafting, as here comes the 30.
30 to the bottom, right behind the 10.
A little loose off that corner.
I see that. 71's trying to give him a little bit of a push there to get him back up there so they can keep battling.
'21 trying to keep that momentum up on the outside.
Everybody, game of inches here. 21 does get to the side of the 10. 30 gets beside of the 21 as they head off into 3. Great three truck battle here for the lead.
Don't forget about that 71. He's right there. 30's under the 21 as the 21 is not able to keep up with Ryan.
Oh, almost contact into turn 1 as the 21 enters kind of shallow. The 30 tries to arc it off the corner, up the track just a little bit. Again, game of inches as he's trying to get a side draft from the 21. And 21's trying to get a side draft of the 10.
Man, that's some close racing right there.
Wyatt Huntley had an issue. He has crashed. No caution, but he is out of it as the O2 falls away.
Oh, big wreck. Barry Kramer in the wall.
Barry Kramer
no
in the wall,
caution.
turn 1.
They
no
all
caution
keep going.
So far. Everybody's still rolling.
Meanwhile, the 21 has inched his way up on Ryan Chapman.
As they're going to come to 10 to go here at Kansas Speedway, side by side for the lead, door to door. It is the 10 of Chapman on the bottom, the 21 of Littlefield on the outside. Gann right there to take advantage if anybody slips.
I actually thought that the 30 might make it 3 wide coming out of 4 there.
Still side by side, door to door. The 10 moves up, trying to get a little bit of a side draft off the 21. He's got momentum down the straightaway.
Oof, they are so close contact.
Oh, he holds him low off the corner. Contact between the 10 and the 21. Can the 10? We've seen this where the 10 cracks under pressure. He loses his composure. Can he hold it together here? Can he rebound and retake this lead?
Well, this is a championship moment right here. You can punch your way through to the next round, or you can make it that much harder to make it to the next round.
Still side by side. Littlefield up the track a little bit. Chapman gets a great run through 3 and 4. He's going to clear him, retake the lead right here, as Littlefield's going to get a little bit of a run as they head off into turn 1. Looks to the outside.
That draft just gets the truck behind so much more momentum. Oh, Barry Kramer! Lap truck.
Oh, my goodness. Is that going to open the door
Some
to the
blocking
bottom?
going on.
Yep. 21. Oh, 21's going to lay the bumper to him in 3. Can't make it happen. That's going to open the door for the 30. Here comes Justin Gann to the bottom. 7 laps to go. Oh.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Ben Tracy.
Ben Tracy again.
Looked like Ben Tracy had made it finally back to the lead lap.
Let's go back to our best one title on the Curious and Replay. There's a lot to look at here.
Oh, Ben Tracy's a victim.
Turn 3 and 4. Ginnikin. Oh, no. Oh, the 44. We just saw him come off pit road. No, it wasn't the 44. Was that Batiste?
It was No, it's the 44. Barry Kramer. He wasn't coming off pit road, but he was going slow. He's the one that was in front of the leaders.
Did he re-enter the track in turn 3 there? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Up the track, and he takes out somebody in front of him. Oh, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You're off the pace. Make sure you stay off the track.
Almost gets James Moore.
Well, did he clip a black truck there as he went by?
That would be Casey McMullen.
Did he get him?
I don't know.
I think he did touch him. Did Casey wreck is the question.
No, Casey did not wreck.
Well, maybe he didn't touch him. Oh, that was close, though. But
The one that he really got, unfortunately, was the 76 of Wyatt Winterfell on those new tires.
Oh, my goodness.
The Mayhem Michael just missed it.
Yeah, Wyatt tries to go under him as he's drifting up the track. That's That's a lot of damage trucks.
That's gonna put a whole nother battle going on here. Is there anybody that was coming through the field on new tires that may or may not be able to get going here? Is that Jonathan Atkins? Yes, it is. Jonathan Atkins pitted.
Yeah, he fell back a good bit there. I don't know what happened to him. There's some things, some shenanigans that happened. I think we missed that. Unfortunately, I'm not able to.
Yeah, it's hard to, when you have such a great battle going for the lead, it's hard to break away.
Well,
but we have battles going on all over this race.
Let's see what happened to Wyatt Hunley here. Oh, they are 3 wide here with the 77. 77 comes back up the track. That is what happened to Wyatt. A little impatience. Guys don't know how to run 15th.
Oh, and they collected Donnie with that one too. He was having a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a class to show people how to run 10th to 15th or 8th to 10th, or, you know. Everybody wants to run towards the front. You got to learn how to run mid-pack too. So, skill. Anyway, we're going to have the pace car pulling off this time by. We're going to have a little shootout to the end here. It's going to be 4 laps to go when they cross the line. Pace car pulls off. Leader, Ryan Chapman, Andrew Littlefield in second. And then you've got Justin Gann, Brendan Polt, and John McMillan right there.
Yeah, Nicholas Moreau's there too.
Ooh.
Do they have anything to bring to this
That
fight?
looked like a change of lanes before the start-finish line. That'll be reviewed.
21 trying to get that run off the corner.
All over the back bumper.
Is there going to be contact into 3 here?
Yeah, he's just, yep, right his bumper into turn 3.
Here comes J.P. Burns back behind all of it. Justin Gann up with a huge block on the 71.
71 gets a good run through. Oh, a little bit of contact there. As Littlefield now side sucking Ryan Chapman down the backstretch.
He's a side sucker.
Side by side, they're going to be coming to 2 laps to go here at Kansas.
And they're kind of out on an island by themselves at this particular point. Everybody else is 2 by 2 behind them, as there's some great racing going on with the 88, the 14, and 99 as the 2 leaders are side by side still coming out of 2.
They are tight coming off the corner there. Racing side by side for first. They have kind of pulled away from everybody else.
And here comes James Morris.
All right, white flag. 1 lap to go here as the leaders are beating and banging off of each other heading into turn 1. Still
James
side
Morris
by side.
And James Morris is pulled up alongside of the 30 down the backstretch to take over 3rd.
More contact between the 21 and the 10 through 3 and 4. The 10's going to have to get a good run through turn 3 and 4 here. Holds it down, starts drifting up just a little bit. Will he hang on? Coming out of turn 4, the 21's got to run. Has he got enough? No, he doesn't. The winner, the 10, Ryan Chapman, gets it done here at Kansas.
He just punched his ticket to the next round. And James Morris, I don't know where he restarted, but he pulled all the way up to third with some new tires, apparently.
Andrew Littlefield second, James Morris 2/3, Justin Gannon, Brendan Polt, your top 5. But you're right, the 10 of Ryan Chapman gets it done here at Kansas Speedway.
That was a championship caliber run right there for Ryan. That's the kind of stuff that he needs if he wants to bring home the big trophy at the end of the year. So kudos, great job on that.
Chapman through the grass, celebrating here in front of the fans here at Kansas, getting that win and getting a pass for next week. He's got nothing to worry about as we head to Charlotte. He's one of 2 that can say that. Let's look at our results tonight for the Kansas 200, the Sim Racing Points Truck Series in the book. Your winner tonight, Ryan Chapman. Oh, there it is. Ryan Chapman with the win tonight.
I was about to say, and that's it. Ryan Chapman was the only one that finished the race.
In the 10 truck. Second place is the 21 of Andrew Littlefield. It's a Toyota sweep for the podium as James Morris rebounds to a 3rd place finish after some late race issues. He has a great rebound. That's your pole sitter too. No.
Yeah, no, he was on pole.
Pole sitter. Yeah, there you go. So Justin Gann finishes in 4th spot in the 30. Brendan pulled up there all night in the 71, finishes in 5th. 6th place, another rebound for the 15 in Moreau. We saw him loose and having issues early on. He hangs on for a 6th place finish. 7th for J.P. Burns in the number 99. 8th spot for the 14 of John McMillan. 9th spot for Kyle Milliken in the 42. Great run for him. He's up 5 from where he started. 7 from where he started. And Clark Ginnigan rounds out your top 10 as Casey McMullen comes home in 11th. Michael Blackner, solid rebound for him. Good for points. Finishes 12th. 13th for Noah Nicholson. 14th for Robert Malikian. 15th, Lewis Meglin. And 16th spot for the 57 of Jonathan Atkins.
Corey Atkins, was up on his lid at one point tonight, but he was able to slide home to a 17th place finish. Derek Cat 18th. Wyatt Winterfeld comes home 19th. Marty Robertson 20th. Ben Tracy, last person on the lead lap, last truck on the lead lap, comes home 21st. Dave Nestor comes home 22nd. Joshua O'Connor 23rd. Barry Kramer 24th. Wyatt Hunley, 11 laps down, comes home 25th. Donnie Batiste 26th. Tony Solari 27th. Shad Curran 28th. Justin Diltz 29th, Brandon Elder 30th, Wayne Grassi did call it quits, came home 31st, Cameron Albertson 32nd, Aaron Satcher 33rd, and Tanner Tomasi didn't actually take a lap tonight.
All right, well, there's your finishing order tonight for the Kansas 200 is in the books. When we come back, we'll talk to our top 3 finishers and about the exciting racing action we saw here tonight. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
The best team.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here, Kansas Speedway, finishing up the Kansas 200 here in Kansas City, Kansas. Is that enough Kansas for everybody? Did I say enough there? I hope so. We're gonna throw it over to our Victory Fuel post race show here. Again, Victory Lane post race show sponsored by Victory Fuel. Remember, Victory Fuel. You use code FTSR at drinkvictory.com for 10% off your order and get some great refreshing liquid. Or maybe some swag, some gear, a shirt, a hat, something. They got some great stuff there, even some helmet visor stickers. So if you want to support them, you can do it that way. But anyway, let's talk to our top 3 finishers here tonight at Kansas Speedway. We'll start with our 3rd place finisher, Mr. James Morris. There he is. Let's pull him in. James, man, congratulations. You started on the pole tonight. And on the books, it'll look really nice because you started first, finished 3rd. That's a nice, solid night. But it did not go that way, man. You had to rebound from some stuff.
Yes. How are you gentlemen doing tonight? It was not the night I was hoping for. I mean, the results showing on paper, but it was not the night I was hoping for. Got speeding penalties. I just randomly got loose by myself. Like, it just broke free out of turn 4. Tried to save it. I was willing, trying to get the goes, to hit the brake, do whatever. I'm trying to not keep a caution from coming out, and it was terrible. Yeah, I got almost 2.5 minutes of damage. Got lucky enough, got it fixed. Had a set of tires left. and was able to recover. But man, I'm tired.
Well, I mean, if a terrible night's a third place finish, I guess you're looking good. Really fast in qualifying. We knew you'd have a fast truck there. The 71 of Polt was up there all night too, and you was able to squeak by him. So just talk about kind of the preparation coming into this race and how this race develops. I know it's almost like a super speedway, a little bit of lifting, and as tires age, it kind of changes things. But talk about the racing out there, how intense it is. You're just right there on top of each other.
It's very intense. It is a little bit has that super speedway factor, but it also has it's a super speedway mixture with a little bit of I kind of guess like a Texas slash older Atlanta feel where you actually have to, you can't just ride the gas pedal the entire time. You have to lift, let and roll the throttle so you don't just lean on the right front or, overcook your right rear. And being beside each other, the dirty air affects the car. Depending on what line and the way the seams. I mean, it is a constant battle between the track, the dirty air, trucks around you, and your setup yourself and your driver. It's like 5 elements that you're fighting with the entire time. It is exhausting.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun track too with the different lines you can run out there, top, bottom. I know we didn't have the luxury of that in the Xfinity car, but the trucks look like they run pretty good on the top. But unfortunately, it looks like the bottom is still the dominant lane. Everybody just kind of rolling around the bottom there. I saw you tickling the top there for a little while, trying to figure that out, seeing if it was going to work out. Do you think we never got a long enough run for it to come in, or was it just not going to work up there?
I don't know if the long run, for the first time tonight, it actually worked a little bit at the end of the race, where at the end, but overall, like the bottom was the bottom and the middle was far superior tonight, and it's a complete different feel at Kansas from what we've been to in the past. It's a different feel because how you was run 20 bottom on the bottom, 15, 20 laps on the bottom, and you would just migrate to the top.
Mm-hmm.
No, totally different tonight. It's the refreshes and change that iRacing has done has really made this track back to where you have to rely on the bottom middle and to be able to use the seams and use the elements on the track.
Yeah.
It makes for very interesting.
Yeah, the draft kind of equalizes that, but yeah, I still see the bottom being dominant. But either way, man, the strategy worked out. The work you put in this week is kind of paid off. Come on with a third place finish, man. It worked out for you, so congrats on that. I'm going to hand the mic to you, though, and let you do your shout-outs and your sponsor plugs.
Oh, I want to thank Polt, great team owner. Thank my teammates. Thank Turn One Designs, Michi of the Eagle Travel Agency, and I want to thank you guys for everything y'all do. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all know y'all do a lot, and got a lot behind the scenes. So I appreciate y'all, and we wouldn't have this without y'all, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, James. And, man, congratulations once again on the third place finish. Hopefully we'll see you next week as we head to Charlotte.
Have a good night, Richie and Brody.
All right, there's your third place finisher, Mr. James Morris, getting it done in the number 88 here, kind of a part-time basis, but gets it done here tonight. Unfortunately, our second place finisher is not in Discord, so we're going to jump straight to our winner tonight, the number 10 of Ryan Chapman. Ryan, man, congratulations. A great run tonight. That truck was extremely strong out front. I know it looked like it was even better on the long run. Unfortunately, we didn't get much of a long run. We did there shortly, but just talk about your night, man, about holding those guys off in the back.
I gotta say, that was the most fun race I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, that truck was on absolute rails tonight. I mean, whenever I got in clean air, that thing just cooked on the bottom. And I knew if I gave up that bottom, it was going to be game over. So I did everything in my power to make sure I kept that bottom. But, man, that was a fight.
Yeah, I was going to say the fight with you in the 21 and even the 30 at times, the 88. I mean, there's several challengers that were up there trying to take that thing away from you. But there at the end, man, that intense battle with you in the 21, a little bit of contact, a little bit of rubbing there at the end of the race, and I think he could tell that he really couldn't do much with you up top, although you had to be worried at one point because he almost cleared you on the top, had that top rolling.
I was, but I wasn't, because I knew if I could at least keep him, like keep my front end to his quarter panel, I knew I was going to be able to get back on the bottom. And as soon as I got to him, I tried to move up a little bit just to try to push him out of the lane. because I knew if I can get him out of that lane, then I could get by him and keep by him. But once he came down below the line and tried to pass me, I was like, all bets are off. I mean, Rubbin's racing at the end of the day. I mean, that was one hell of a race. I'm getting calls from my parents being like, you gave me a heart attack. And I'm like, I was having a heart attack in the truck. So, I mean, it was really fun. And I'm glad after what happened last week that I was able to come out and, again, show what I'm capable of at Kansas. I'm pretty sure I lost this race too last season. So it's good to come back and actually run really well.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, I could tell you left it out all out on the track. Everything you had out there to hang on to that one with the late race restarts there at the end to hold off the 21 of Littlefield. But I'm going to pass it to Richie. Richie, take it away.
Let's talk tire strategy, because tire strategy was all over the map tonight. And there were guys that were taking tires, guys that weren't taking tires. I think there's a couple of 2 tires out there. Let's talk tire strategy. Obviously, yours worked. You had the best tires there towards the end of the race up front there. Were you ever worried about your tire strategy?
Yeah. It kind of gave me flashbacks to Atlanta. I'm like, damn, I'm the one that stayed out. It's going to happen again where this thing goes green and I'm going to lose it. So I was just praying, and I had like 5 laps left in the tank, and I'm just praying. I'm like, please, racing gods, give me a caution. And the next thing you know, I heard James lost it, and I'm like, please, caution, now. So when it flew, I was like, okay, cool, we're back in this. I only dropped to like 9th, and I was like, cool, get tires, reset, and go at it. And then from there on, I was driving like I drive. I was finding every hole and just trying to fit it, trying to get back to the front. And then once I got back to the front, I knew I was in control of the race. So I knew as long as I kept that bottom, it was really going to be hard to beat me, unless you were on like fresher tires than me.
Well, that was definitely the winning move then to put those tires on when you did. And kudos on your crew chief for making that call. Back to you, Brody.
Yeah, a race of strategy, a race of a little bit of luck when you take those tires. But, man, yeah, I think you had the fastest truck out there anyway. So just to make that right call and put yourself in position, I think you're right. I think I remember you being extremely fast here last year, and unfortunately kind of slipped away while you rebounded. You were able to get some revenge on that whole situation and able to come home tonight with the win. So congratulations. I'm going to toss it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Thank you guys. Obviously, you guys for putting this on. My family watches this. I know Branded, the band that's sponsoring me, watches. So they're all. I think one of them is sleeping right now, but when he wakes up, he'll be really stoked that I finally got this brand new paint in Victory Lane, which I'm stoked about. It looks beautiful. It looks even better in Victory Lane. Obviously, EPI, Jarrett Liebert had this set on rails. He helped me out. I was struggling with some looseness. He gave me another option, and this thing just cooked. Obviously, Branded Country Band for being on board. EPI, Elevated Outdoors, Elevated Esports, my teammates, for always keeping me in the game and keeping me cool and collected, because, man, sometimes these races can get me hot. But I know when I'm at my best, I'm able to do what I did tonight. And but yeah, everyone that helps us, Victory Fuel, Gums Auto Center, Gums Napa Parts, just everyone on the team, and my mom and dad for watching, obviously all the Branded people for watching too. So we're stoked about this and ready to go to the next round.
Well, when you got a country band on the hood, you better have that truck singing out there, and it sung all the way to Victory Lane tonight. So, man, again,
baby, that thing sang loud and proud, man, and that American flag.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We will see you next week. You got nothing to worry about at Charlotte. You can go out there and have some fun next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Congrats.
Exactly. Thank you, boys.
There's your winner tonight. The 10 of Ryan Chapman gets it done here at Kansas Speedway. What an exciting race, Richie. So much side-by-side racing. Little door banging at the end. A tough, hard-fought battle for the finish. And, man, it was hard to keep up with all of it. Not only the strategy, but the excitement that was happening on track.
Yeah, and I feel bad for the guys that we missed some of the good racing that was going on back behind the leaders. But when the leaders are doing such a great job running, 4 or 5 of them running up there side by side, it's hard to break away. But so we apologize to anybody that we missed with their action, but there was action everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a lot of great runs out there tonight. And another one is in the books. We head to Charlotte next week for the finale of the round of 12. Some guys are going to find themselves below that cut line, having to dig themselves out. Names like Michael Blackner maybe had a good enough night to get himself out of the round of 12. Got to keep it up. You know, Wayne Grassi's going to be down there trying to dig out of a hole. Some of the other guys having a tough night. It's going to be an exciting one. You can watch all the action, though, if you're not in the race. You can watch all the action here on Full Throttle Television next Wednesday night, 9 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be another great race, another 1.5-mile track. And Charlotte always puts on some great races. So look forward to that. Look forward to bringing it to you, and hope you'll join us next Wednesday at 9 p.m. But that's going to do it for us here at Kansas Speedway. The Kansas 200 in the books. Ryan Chapman, the victor tonight, locks himself into the round of 8 and joins Nick Moreau as the only 2 to do so far. So we'll see who can do it next week. But that's it for us. For Richie Coy and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name's Brody Hanna. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had fun like we did. And we'll see you next Wednesday from Charlotte.